Hey everybody out there on the internet. This is my review of the Target 5-shelf bookcase with chestnut finish. Yeah. This thing is pretty easy to put together. It took about 3 hours and I was goofing around a lot. All you really need is a screwdriver and a hammer. The screwdriver you definitely need, so make sure you have a good one with a whole bunch of, a good one. Just have a good one that's comfortable in your hand, because there are a lot of screws. I'm talking about 150 to almost 200 screws you have to put into this thing, and a lot of those are locking cams or things, so I'll show you those in a minute. But it takes a good while to put them together. It'd be nice if you had help, and 2 screwdrivers to get this thing done pretty quickly. It takes 40 something screws just to put in the back plate itself, so that should give you about an idea about how much effort it takes to put this thing together. Yeah, it holds a lot of books. It's really well made. I'll move the camera here and show you guys. Okay, the sides here, they're just like composite board. Can't really push them in because I got books pressed up against here, but you can see it wiggles. All the weight's carried down here. The shelves are composite with a laminate on them, and it's a pretty sturdy laminate. At the store, I beat the crap out of them pretty much. So you can see those front fascia boards, same thing. All the boards are basically a composite poly board with laminate on them, and all of them use those locking cams, which are basically little bolt. Comes through the side here. Well, you sort of screw in, and there's underneath here the little thing you twist, and it locks it into place. And it's a really sturdy setup. I mean, this shelf you can move, but this shelf you can't. And no matter what I do, well, you can't really move it. So it's a really easy setup. The only real problems I have is some of these front fascia boards don't come apart. They come apart a little bit too easily. I'll give you guys a look here. This one right there, there's a little bit of gap. That's the only one. And this top little fascia here, there's a little bit of a gap there, but it's nice and smooth all the way across. So I mean, great, easy to put together thing. It's about $100 at Target. I mean, looks nice. They've got them in a couple different finishes. There's white and there's black, and then there's an oak honey finish and a mocha, which is almost black stain. So yeah. Okay, so this thing has a whole bunch of pre-drilled holes and little screw outlets. So this is one of the locking cam bolts, and here's the locking cam itself. You can, I don't know if you can tell that there's a slot for this thing. Like you screw this into one end. Okay, so that's mounted in the wood. And you slide another piece of wood over it. And there's a hole where you can slide this little bolt, this little nut, or whatever you want to call it, the cam itself. So you basically take this little open end here, I don't know if you can see that or not, take the little open end and slide it over the front. When you twist that, it locks it into place so it can't go anywhere. I'll show you that from the other side. Put it in, you twist it, and see how that little metal part comes up over, and then it can't be moved. That's what this whole system's put together with, those and little wooden dowels, and it works really, really well. So, yeah, that's my total review. I'd say this is a great product, really cheap. It's made like a whole bunch of stuff from IKEA and stuff. It's all flat pack. Just a little warning though, they packed the corners of the box with these, just basically extra bits of side fascia or the back plate from other materials or other things. If your box is a little bent up around the corners, these things take the beating, and there's enough styrofoam inside the box here that you don't really have to worry about your product. And I thought, when I saw that my box is beat up, I saw this color, I was like, oh crap, did I get the mocha one, and yeah, this is the mocha color. Then I get the mocha one, and see how, and then I found that it was just, oh, it's just taped together, used for packaging. And there's a couple other little pieces of wood in there from other products that they use for packaging. So it's a really nice setup. I really like the packaging itself. So, but yeah, don't be afraid if your box looks too dented up. So yeah, great product. Recommend it for anyone looking for a bookshelf. And this took all the books out of my pantry and on most of the books off the top of my kitchen cabinets. So fits a lot of books in there. So yeah, great product. Wouldn't recommend it for DVDs though, just because the space here, this is as small as you can get this space, so you don't have enough shelves. You could use it for books and DVDs, like a DVD shelf down, like if you used that shelf right down there for DVDs, and then books, and then DVDs again, but that's as small as that one gets, so that's a pretty big space. And a DVD, that's about 9 inches there. So, and that's, yeah, 9-inch clearance there. So you could use those for DVDs, but I wouldn't recommend this bookcase for DVDs. Yeah, guess that's about it. I rambled a bit much on this one. That's okay.